Hi, welcome to another yoga video with Anne. Today I'm going to teach you how to set up for a heart opener, which is a supported back bend and really important for us in our sitting culture. I recently heard that people are now saying that sitting is the new smoking. And I do know that our sitting culture is what I feel ruining our bodies. We're hunched forward at computers, driving, looking at our devices, and it's doing terrible things to our head, to our necks, to our hips, to our backs, other parts of the body as well. Practicing yoga can help to reverse negative effects of our sitting culture, and I believe practicing heart openers regularly can also help to eliminate some of that as well. In my classes this month, my theme is opening the heart, so I thought it would be a good idea to share with you how to set up a supported heart opener. I'm going to assume that you don't have yoga props at home, so we will use a blanket that can roll or fold easily, or you could use a towel. Probably a pool or beach towel will work better for this. Typically, if you go to a yoga studio, the blankets are stacked in this position. And so if you're used to that, then you would open it one more so that it can be a little bit longer. We're going to support the lower tips of our shoulder blades with this roll. The lower tips of the shoulder blades are a little bit below your armpit where a bra strap would go. We want to make sure that this is in the right spot. This is that spot that we hunch forward in. And we're going to take our blanket, our towel, whatever it is that you have, and we're going to roll it from the shorter end. And everyone's roll will be different. I usually roll my blanket about halfway. That's about what I can handle. Some of you it may be less. For some of you it could be a bigger roll. I typically need a little bit of support under my head because my head and neck tend to tense up in positions like this. So I already know that I'm likely going to need a little bit of blanket under my head. You may end up needing a second towel or blanket, so keep that in mind. If you happen to have a yoga block, sometimes the yoga block can work nicely. So you come and you sit in front of your roll. You start with your knees bent, feet on the mat. The lower tips of the shoulder blades will come onto the roll. So I come on down. I'm too high, I can already feel it. Come on down. Your arms should easily come above the roll, and that's how you know you're in the right spot. So if the arms aren't there, then make that adjustment. And you don't want the roll too low, so make sure like right under your armpits. The arms don't have to stay in this position. They can come somewhere comfortable, but you want to make sure that they can easily come above the roll. And then I have a little support under my head, and we hold this pose, if we can, for about 5 minutes. This helps to reverse and release tension in the neck, the upper back, the shoulders. As you can see, my chest is much more open. I'm able to fully breathe into my chest, my belly, my side bodies, my back. This also releases a lot of low back issues. I have a lot of low back issues, and this can help as well. Your knees can stay bent, or the feet can stay, or the legs can extend out long. You decide. If you have low back issues, you might want to keep the knees bent, feet on the mat, but you can always test that out and check for yourself. And here in the video, we'll hold this for a little bit, but if you choose to hold longer, you can always pause the video, set a timer, and I will teach you how to come out of this pose as well. I think there's a certain way that you should come out of the pose. So I mentioned that this will help physically in the body, but it can also help with other things going on. But because our heart is really open here, we're quite vulnerable. So you may feel stuff coming up. It's already there. This pose is not creating it for you. But we need to deal with our emotions, whatever they are, anything mentally going on. This is a safe place. So remember that for yourself. You are a safe place for you to feel what you're feeling. If it does become too intense emotionally, mentally, or physically, you can come out at any time. And I will show you in a few moments how to come out of this pose. So if you're here, noticing the breath, slowing down, the opening of the chest, the low back releasing, allowing yourself to just be in this pose, supported by your roll, by your blanket or towel. best way to come out of this pose, if your legs are out long, bend your knees again, feet to the mat. We're going to roll over to one side in the fetal position. Once you're in the fetal position, take a round or two of breath. Then with the strength of your hands and arms, you'll press yourself back up to seated, bringing your head up last. So really let that head and neck be relaxed as you make your way back up to seated. We'll find a comfortable seat. Just to take a moment here to check in. Notice how you feel. Notice if the chest feels more open, if your spine feels taller, if you just feel better. Now sometimes this pose won't make you feel better, so notice that, be okay with it, and know that this is something you can come to at any time. I regularly practice this pose in my classes, on my own. A lot of times I do it before I go to bed. It really helps me to relax. This pose gives you what you need in the moment you need it. It can help you to calm you down. It can help you to feel energized, help to relieve body aches and pains, all kinds of stuff. It's a pretty amazing pose for the body and a really important pose, especially as our sitting culture continues to alter our physical bodies and even our minds, our breath, because if we're more closed down, it's harder to breathe as well. So keep all of that in mind. Let me know if you have any questions or have any comments, want to see any other short videos of me helping you set up poses. Today I welcomed you in my yoga space. So this is actually a large closet in my house that I have dedicated for my yoga practice. I typically do my yoga videos in my bedroom because the space is more available when I'm standing up and moving around. But for today, I thought I'd bring you into my little space where I practice yoga on my own. If you have any questions, you can comment below. You're welcome to email me, ann@gofitgirl.com. I'm all over social media, GoFitGirl, Facebook and Twitter, and on Instagram, I'm the real GoFitGirl. Thank you so much for joining me today. We will end by bringing our hands together at heart center. You'll close your eyes or have a soft gaze and take a moment here to thank yourself for taking this time to watch this video, to practice a heart opener. As the Buddha says, you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. We have our hands at our heart. You can say this in your mind or repeat after me. Kind hearts. We'll move our hands to the lips and we'll say kind words. And we move our hands to our forehead and we say kind thoughts. And the hands will come back to the heart. Keep peace in the mind, strength in the body, and love in the heart. We end our practice by saying Namaste, which means the teacher in me honors the teacher in you. Namaste. Thank you again for practicing with me. Have a lovely day, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.